So if you've been following me for quite some time and indulging in my videos, then you already know how I feel about trends and just feeling like you have to follow all of these rules when it comes to fashion. Although it's challenging, I have so much fun encouraging women to walk their own path when it comes to style, encouraging them to stop feeling like they have to follow all of these trends and follow all of these rules that don't apply to them. I always tell people that I'm not your typical stylist. I'm not your typical style expert because I'm never going to encourage you to follow what's trending. I'm never going to encourage you to follow all of these rules. But what I am going to do is encourage you to show up as your authentic self and to be confident in your body and to be confident in what you're wearing, because that is what's trending. So I'm super excited to hop in today's video and talk to you all a little bit more about how to break free from trends and why you don't have to follow these imaginary fashion rules. So if that topic interests you and you're excited to learn more, then you definitely want to keep watching. Hey boss ladies, it's your favorite Style Savant, Kristen, and I'm super excited to hop into today's video. So as I mentioned, trends are not my favorite topic of conversation. Now don't get me wrong, I do enjoy looking and keeping up with what is trending just to see what everybody else is wearing, just to see what everybody else is doing, but that doesn't mean I'm going out and purchasing every single trend that is out there or trying to keep up with what's actually trending. But I know many of you are, and I want to encourage you to stop. You are going to waste so much money, so much time, and stress trying to keep up with all the trends that are happening. Trends are trends because they're only meant to last for a certain amount of time. They're not meant to last forever. And a lot of the times, these trends are pieces that honestly have never gone out of style, but they just so happen to come back around and to be extremely accessible to everybody, which makes a trend a trend. In today's video, I'm excited to break down a few different tips on how to wean yourself off of following trends and how to make sure that you are showing up as your most authentic self when it comes to your personal style. So before we hop into it, of course, I want to introduce myself to those of you who may not know me and it may be your first time tuning in to one of my videos. Welcome. My name is Kristen Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of SCB Luxury Styling, where I help aspiring, sophisticated women in transition align their inner beauty with their outer appearance. I do that through body shaping, I do that through capsule wardrobing, and I also do that through confidence building, which in fact, I've noticed that a lot of women like you struggle with confidence. Trust me, I once was there, so I get it. I get where you're coming from. But confidence honestly starts from within, and the outfits and the outer part comes after. So I help my clients to really understand what confidence can look like for them. And I do that through my signature CEO method. We first start by considering their past, considering their experiences, what they've gone through, and what actually has happened that is encouraging them to make the style choices and to just make the general choices that they're making today. The E stands for evaluating your shape, evaluating your size. Of course, we make sure that we understand your body shape, we understand your sizes, your measurements, because a lot of women don't know what that is. And that is one of my biggest pet peeves as a style savant, not knowing your sizes, not knowing your body shape, which is why I created the Body Shape Bible, my signature ebook, where I walk you through how to take your measurements in 3 easy steps, how to determine your body shape with those measurements, and a list of styles that best flatter your shape for each body shape. In that ebook, we also talk about how to dress your proportions and how to use color and pattern to attract or repel the eye. So it's a really great tool that I know will be helpful to you. So if you're interested in the Body Shape Bible, make sure you click the link in the description box after this video to grab you a copy. But back to the CEO method. The O stands for owning your style. So once we've determined your body shape, your sizes, we've talked through your past experiences, who you are today, then I show you how to own your style. I show you how to own your personal style as who you are currently, and of course who you want to be moving forward. So the CEO method is my favorite method that I use for all of my clients because it actually works, and it actually gives women an opportunity to learn more about about themselves, really understand and see themselves through a different light and through a different perspective, and also allows them to build their confidence. The more they know about themselves, the more they know about their body, the more they are clear about what their sizes are and what their shape is, they're more confident. If that is something you're interested in, definitely make sure you click the link in the description box after this video and schedule a free style assessment with me. During that 15 minutes, I'll listen in on why you even decided to schedule the call, what you're looking to get out of this experience, and what are some of your goals and aspirations when it comes to you. And also, we'll talk through what SCB luxury styling is all about and how I can best help you as your style savant. So let's hop into today's video because I'm excited to really walk you through what you need to do to break free from all of these trends and fashion rules that society has created for us that don't actually exist. So number one, it's important to understand that trends do not equal timeless style. Trends, as I mentioned earlier, are styles that come and go, and a lot of them are pieces that have already existed. They just so happen to randomly become trendy just because they've been seen on the runway quite a few times. A lot of celebrities may have been wearing them, and a lot of people of substance are just wearing these styles. And of course, we also have trend reports. We have new trends that come up, and we have people who are experts in determining what trends are to make these decisions. So I want you all to understand that trends are meant to come and go. They aren't meant to stay. But if they do, then they turn into a timeless piece. So a timeless item or a timeless wardrobe staple is going to be something that never goes out of style. It's going to be something that's typically classic, something that is versatile. It goes with everything, and you really can wear it for a variety of seasons. Some trends do have a lot of those characteristics, but you can kind of tell when something is outdated because it was trendy a while ago. So I definitely want to make sure that you all understand the difference between a trend and a timeless piece. And that's point number one. When you are working on your personal style and building your capsule wardrobe, it's so important to be intentional. I'm sure you've heard that word before in a variety of my other videos when it comes to style and fashion, but intentionality is what makes you you. Making sure that you're choosing pieces that actually make sense for you, your body shape, your lifestyle, and your personality. That is the secret to curating a capsule wardrobe that aligns with your personal style and who you are. But when you're constantly chasing trends, it can sometimes leave you, well, most of the time, leave you dissatisfied and feeling like you don't have anything to wear, feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like you have to go out and purchase this thing because everybody else is wearing it, when in fact you actually don't. You probably already have some great pieces in your wardrobe and you don't need to wear these trends. You don't need to keep up with these trends. So it becomes a lot of work when you are constantly trying to keep up and chase after what everybody else is wearing. It really makes you look like everybody else. It doesn't give you any type of individuality, and honestly, a lot of these trends may not even align with who you are, your personal style. So trendy fashion is really not something that I encourage my clients to chase or go after, but really making sure that they are choosing pieces that truly align with who they are, those classic pieces, or even those fun statement pieces that really highlight their personality. Those pieces don't necessarily have to be trendy pieces. They can be pieces that work well with what you currently have in your wardrobe and pieces that will never go out of style. But honestly, truly, what's on trend is really just wearing pieces that align with who you are and pieces that make sense for you and not anybody else. Also too, when you're following trends, it can sometimes feel like you're not really sure what your personal style is and you're really just conforming to what everybody else is wearing. That's not personal style at all. That's really just doing what everybody else is doing. You really don't have any type of direction. You really don't have any type of intention behind what you're shopping for and what you're choosing. So when that one trend stops being trendy, now you feel like you can't wear it again because nobody else is wearing it. And that is something that I am encouraging my clients to avoid. So you can avoid that by focusing in on you, focusing in on what you love, what makes sense for you, your lifestyle and your body shape and what you like. So number two, fashion rules can limit self-expression. I come into contact with so many women that don't like certain things or feel like certain styles don't work for them because they're not trending. They feel like, oh, I want pieces that are up to date. I want pieces that work well with everything. And it's like, girl, You can have all of that with pieces that aren't trending. You can have all of that with classic pieces. Don't feel like you have to follow these rules. Don't feel like you have to follow what's trending. Don't feel like you have to make sure that you don't wear white after Labor Day, or you can't wear skinny jeans anymore because they're not in style. All of these things are just things that people say, things that people follow, fake rules that people follow that don't actually exist. The thing about fashion that I feel like a lot of people are forgetting is that fashion is what you make it. Fashion and style is extremely subjective. There is no right or wrong answer as to what's stylish versus what's not stylish, because everybody has their own personal style. So you have to learn to trust your instinct. Don't be afraid to break rules that don't serve you. That's something that I love doing. I love doing the complete opposite of what's expected, and also mixing together other style personas and other style aesthetics that really don't go. I love wearing sneakers and dresses, one of my favorite things to do. I love wearing sneakers in a suit. I love wearing heels and baggy jeans. Something that is the complete opposite from what's expected usually looks very chic and very stylish. So do what works for you, but also do something different. Do something that doesn't necessarily make sense. And that's what will make you stylish. That's what will make you show up as the sophisticated woman that you were created to be, especially when you're confident in wearing those pieces. I'm really big on encouraging my clients to rewrite their own rules when it comes to fashion. Through the CEO method, I love helping my clients focus on who they are, but also giving them a different perspective on what style can look like for them. I make sure that I listen to what the client is saying. I listen to what the client is feeling. I listen to what the client is going through, what the client does every day. And I use that to then curate a wardrobe that makes the most sense. But obviously, this is a collaborative experience. So although I'm creating the guide, the client is also giving me feedback on what they like and what they may not like. But I'm always encouraging them to try something new, especially if it's something they've never tried before, especially if it's something that they're hesitant about. 9 times out of 10, if you're hesitant about trying something, or if you're not really sure, or if you're on the fence, that is a sign to try it. Try it out and see if it works for you. Try it out and see if you actually like it. And 9 times out of 10, you'll be surprised that you actually like that piece. Or you'll be surprised and say, I like this color, but I don't necessarily love this style. And you find out something new about yourself that you did not know. You find out something new about your personal style that you had no idea you knew before. So I encourage my clients to try new things, step outside of their comfort zone, but still stay true to who they are. So last but not least, I want to encourage you to curate a wardrobe that aligns with you. Of course, this is a tip that I always provide in most of my videos because I'm really big on capsule wardrobes and making sure that the women I come in contact with, and even my clients, I want to make sure that you all are curating wardrobes that make sense for you. If you're following trends, or if you're trying to keep up with what everybody else is wearing, then your wardrobe is not going to represent you. It's not going to represent who you are. It's going to be full of pieces that represent a bunch of different types of people. You may like the color of it, but that style doesn't flatter your shape. You may like the style of that top, but that color really doesn't look the best on you. You actually may love the idea of a denim jacket, but if you feel like you never will wear it, why is it in your wardrobe? Make it make sense, y'all. Please make it make sense. So curating a wardrobe that aligns with who you are, which is a capsule wardrobe, meaning these pieces align with your body shape, they align with your lifestyle, they align with your preferences and your personality. You'll then have a wardrobe that makes sense for you and that represents who you are. And this capsule wardrobe isn't something that has to be set in stone. It's a wardrobe that can honestly evolve over time, because that's literally what my wardrobe is doing. There are pieces that I used to love that no longer suit me. There are also some pieces that I used to love that I don't really love anymore. So that is a sure sign that I need to cleanse my closet and get rid of those things, because the more I hold on to those things, the less and less my wardrobe becomes less of who I am and less of who I want to show up as. So as I always say, when you evolve, your body evolves, and when your body evolves, your wardrobe evolves. And when your wardrobe wardrobe evolves, you're showing up as the woman that you were created to be. And if it's not evolving, then something has to change. Something isn't right. We were created to change. And when we're not changing or when we're not evolving over time, what are we doing? So I hope that this video encouraged you to stop following trends and to start showing up as the person you were created to be by curating a wardrobe that makes sense. Y'all, trends are fun. Go ahead and dabble in those trends, but only go for trends that make the most sense for you. Don't go out there investing in trends that don't really make sense, that don't really flatter your shape, and that don't really speak to who you are as a person. If you want to learn more about SCB luxury styling and how we can best help you, make sure you click the link in the description box to schedule a free style assessment to chat with me and learn more about how we can help you, while also opening up and letting me know about your style challenges, why you feel like now is the perfect time to work with the Style Savant, and what transition you may be going through. Again, my name is Kristen Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of SCB Luxury Styling. Make sure you love this video, subscribe, send this video to someone you love, and also comment below and let me know if you enjoyed this topic of conversation and if you can relate. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.